I've seen this guy before, but I didn't see him before.
Yeah.
The Divine Scribe.
Now I've got the link for Wikipedia for Lemuria too.
Magician of the Gods.
Yeah.
Magician of the
He.
Gods. Oh, okay. Are we reading Wikipedia?
I.
Oh, you already read this one.
Yeah. I just read the beginning part. I think. I'm just sharing the
Yeah, this is what
information.
I was looking at. I was looking at this one when you where you reading, and then the map too, because the map has Lemuria next to Australia. Is that correct?
Yeah. And
Am I
see,
looking at the right thing? Yeah.
the tectonic plates and everything, scientists have found out that freaking actually all the way from New Zealand down into Australia, there's freaking an underground continent or an
Hmm.
underwater continent that sunk there, you know. So I mean, like New Zealand actually freaking goes underwater. Part of their continent goes underwater, and people don't even know that. So it is pretty interesting how that does work out. There we go. I can't believe I didn't think about that. All I had to do was push on the back arrow to get out of that map.
Okay. Hey,
But
sneakers. Yes, ma'am. I'll be in a second. So, I'm listening now. So just super late for basketball. The people are late getting here. I've been standing in line because we got here early, and so they're all coming in now. And I just, nothing. I'm listening. She has. I had to buy sneakers for my boys, and she's just telling me she wasn't listening. But go ahead and listen.
all right,
Can you
so
hear me?
yeah, I can hear you.
Oh yeah. I can
I can hear
hear
you.
you.
Now I'm gonna switch the viewer back to the main chat and stuff, so we can at
So
least.
wait, we're not. You're not
Well, give
gonna.
me a second.
Can
Give
you
me.
put a map of Lemuria? Okay.
That's what I'm getting ready to do. I'll try to get it all set up that
I
way,
see it.
freaking it can be seen on the video too.
Evolution of the idea. I see it. It's showing. Yeah.
And window capture, I can turn that off. Now I'm still trying to navigate it. I gave it a try on the browser so that I can have it set up there. Now, are you seeing it?
Yeah, I see it. Evolution of the idea.
Yeah. Now I can go.
Am I reading?
I can go on there if you want me to do it. Or evolution of the idea is the second part. I read the first part, Lemuria, right here. Now,
Yeah.
now if you
Yeah,
want
yeah,
to read
yeah.
that, you can.
Evolution of the idea. Okay. No problem. Lemuria was hypothesized as a land bridge sunken, which would account for certain discontinuities. Yeah, discontinuities. Okay, hold on a second. Lemuria was hypothesized land bridge now sunken, which would account for certain discontinuities. This idea in biogeography. This idea has been rendered. This idea has been rendered. I keep making it smaller because I'm almost blind. Okay, there we go. This idea has been rendered obsolete by modern theories of plate tectonics. Tectonics.
Tectonics.
Tectonics. Yeah, I keep shrinking it so I can read it all, but then it's too small. Sunken, sunken continents such as Zealandia in the Pacific and Mauritius, yeah, and the Kerguelen
Plateau.
Plateau,
Yeah.
Indian Ocean exists with no geological formation under the Indian or Pacific Ocean is known that could have served as a land bridge between continents. The idea of Lemuria was later incorporated into the philosophy of theosophy. Wait, hold on.
Theosophy.
Philosophy. Okay, yeah. Theosophy. and has persisted as the theme in pseudo archaeology. Hold on, pseudo archaeology. Discussions of lost. I thought I saw it and discussions of lost lands. There is a vast fringe literature pertaining to Lemuria and related concepts such as Lemurian fellowship and other things Lemurian. All share a common belief that a continent existed in what is now either the Pacific Ocean or the Indian Ocean. Those are like two totally different extremes. Like, which one is it? In
Yeah.
ancient times, and claimed that it became submerged as a result of geological catalysm. An important element of the mythology of Lemuria is that it was the location of the emergence of the complex knowledge system that formed the basis for later beliefs. The concept of Lemuria was developed in detail by James Churchward, who referred to it as Mu and identified it as a lost continent in the Pacific Ocean. Churchward appropriated the name for Augustus slave Polygamous, who had who had used the concept of the land of Mu to refer to the legendary lost continent of to the
Atlantis.
legendary lost continent of Atlantis. Churchward, yeah, I'm just scrolling. Churchward's book included the lost continent of Mu, the motherland of men, the children of Mu, the sacred symbols of Mu, cosmic force of Mu, and second book of cosmic force of Mu. The relationship between Lemuria, Mu, and Atlantis are discussed in detail in the book Lost Continents. Oh, we gotta read that. That we should read some of that a little bit.
Yeah.
The on Story Day, the Atlantis theme of history, science, and literature by L. Sparge Duchamp. Pseudo archaeologists, excuse me, pseudo archaeological and New Age beliefs about Lemuria have been promoted in books by fringe author Frank Collins, writing under the pen name Frank Joseph in books published by Inner Tradition, Bears and Company. Additional discussions of fantastic speculation about the imaginary land of Lemuria are examples of Lemuria in popular culture. Can I blue click? Can you blue click the Lemuria and popular culture? And can we see where that takes us?
Yeah. Um,
There you go.
there we go. In popular culture, it just takes you down the list. You want me to?
Down the further.
All right. Now, do you
No,
want
I
to?
can. I mean, it's up to you.
I'll go for it.
Okie dokie. Since the 1880s, the concept of Lemuria has had a prominent place in the mythology of theosophy, anthro, anthroposophy, and other occult and New Age beliefs, inspiring many novels, television shows, films, and music. There are not scientific ideas, but fall within the realm of studio archaeology and popular culture. Uh,
Yeah.
Australia, okay.
Blavatsky.
Blavatsky theorized that Blavatsky, thank you.
Yeah.
Blavatsky theorized that Australia was remnant inland region of Lemuria and the Aboriginal Australians and Aboriginal Tasmanians, which she identified as separate groups, where of Lemurian and Lemuro Atlantean origin Atlantean origin after crossbreeding with animals. Her idea was subsequently developed in pseudo histories and fiction of the white Australian popular culture of the 1890s and early 1900s, including the writing of nationalist Australian poet Bernard O'Dowd, author Rosa Campbell Pryor in My Australian Girlhood, author John David Hennessy, I just heard his name before, just recently, and an Australian bush track, and George Firth Scott's novel, The Last Lemurian, a Westralian romance, which combines Australian and Western civilization. Robert Dixon suggests that the popularity of the ideas of lost races like Lemurians and Atlanteans reflected the anxieties of colonial Australians. That's when Englishness is lost. There is nothing to replace it. A.L. McCann attributes Praed's use of the Lemuria trope to an attempt to create a lineage for white settlers without having to confront the annihilation of indigenous people. That's interesting. Should we keep on or should we
Um,
stop?
I think
Okay.
probably because
In
they start mentioning
1890,
Robert
yeah.
Dixon. When they start mentioning Robert Dixon, it's just best not to even go there. Like that's where it starts getting
Yeah,
into.
this is this tough.
That's where it starts getting
Tell
in.
us Mount Shasta though.
Now Mount Shasta is see that's where you start getting into
May
the
you click
alien.
it?
You start getting into the alien Lemuria thing. So um, tell us
I keep
Mount.
attempting to click it, but I'm on your screen. Yeah,
Now
tell us Mount
it's got a
Shasta.
short description just down below it. If you want me to read it, I can.
Oh, okay.
In 1894, Frederick
Yeah, if you.
Spencer Oliver published A Dweller on Two Planets, an occult book which claimed that survivors from Lemuria were living in a complex of tunnels beneath the mount of Mount Shasta in Northern California. This city, known as Telos, City of Light, boasted fur-lined carpeted floors and jeweled walls, all signs of opulence. Spencer also claimed that Lemurians could be seen walking the surface in white robes. In 1931, Harvey Spencer Lewis, who went by the pseudonym Wishar Spinel Survey, wrote Lemuria, the lost continent of the Pacific, which popularized the idea that Shasta was a repository for Lemurians. In 1930, Guy Warren Ballard claimed to have been approached by Saint Germain, who told him he could endow him with knowledge and wisdom. Ballard wrote and published the book Unveiled Mysteries under the alias Godfrey Ray King, where Ballard claimed to be the person that Saint Germain was speaking through to go to the world. The belief in Telos has been proliferated by Ballard and his followers, as well as other religious groups like Ascended Masters, the Great White Brotherhood, Bridge to Freedom, the Summit Lighthouse, Church Universal, and Triumphant, and Cryon. Every year, members of these religious groups make pilgrimages to Mount Shasta, a journey that is marked as various yearly festivals and events. The Saint Germain Foundation hosts the annual I Am Come pageant in the life of Jesus the Christ in Mount Shasta. The Rainbow family hosts a rainbow gathering every August to commemorate the pilgrimage. These religions are often a mix of spiritual practices based largely on native Christian, Buddhist, and Taoist traditions, synthesizing their beliefs and excluding negative aspects of such religions. For example, the Saint Germain Foundation does not include Jesus' crucifixion in their teachings.
I don't know how they just avoid that subject matter, but that lets you know how religion can just vary based off of comfortability, or just more as idealism, what people would like for it to be. And that's why, like, I never down anyone if like you're going to be religious, but it's really a way of being in bond. We don't like to do the religious debate. We're not going to do the religious debate. I just feel as though a lot of the times.
We're talking about like technically they like to call them religions, but they're really cults. Because and
Yeah.
everybody keeps downing the word cult like you're insulting them, and